Hello guys, once again this is Jove and welcome to my Let Review series. I'm now in part 6 of my Let Review series in mathematics, multiple choice questions with solutions. Okay, so let's start. Let's move on to, we are now in question number 51 up to 60. Okay, let's move to question number excuse me. T51. Number 51, the question says that each container of first contains 5 liters. What would be the price increase if the cost of one container of puree increases from 2,950 pesos to 3,050 pesos. So if you notice, this is just a tricky questions. This is a simple questions that does not involve any formula. So we just have to analyze. So the given, again, let us read the questions. Each container of puree contains 5 liters. So let us write the given. The given is actually the given here is 5 liters of puree per container. That is the given. What would be the price increase? So price increase, we are asked to, what is the price increase? 5 liters per puree increases from, so we are asked to, the required is the price increase. So sometimes it's very easy for us to answer the problem if we're going to write down the given. So the given is 5 liters of puree containers. We are asked to write what is the price increase of this puree per container. Given that we have two given, solution, what will be the price increase? So obviously you can see that the increase, just get the difference, because from you can see from the key word here is from 2,950 to 3,050. In order to get the difference, if we're going to get the difference, I should say, we will be able to get the price increase of the pure per container. So therefore, to get the difference, 3,050 minus 2,950, just get the difference, and the difference will be 100 pesos. So the answer is 100 pesos price increase per container of puree, and this is going to be letter A. The answer is letter A. All right. So let's proceed with number 52. 52. Find the GCF, or the greatest common factor of 18 and 36. Okay, so how we can get the GCF of 18 and 36? I will show you two methods. The method one, again, we are asked to find the GCF of 18 and 36, or the greatest common factor. So method 1 can use first method, or method 1, which is called the listing of factors or divisors. When we say factors are numbers that if you multiply these numbers, it produces the product of a given number. Okay, so for example, for listing method, number 18 is, let's get the listing. The first factors or factor of 18 is 1 and 18. 1 times 18, if you multiply these two, the product is 18. So that is the first factor. Another is 2 and 9. If you multiply 2 times 9, that is also 8, the factor of 18. Next is 3. What number that if multiplied by 3, it will be 18? So it will be 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay? So I think that's all for number 18. What about 36? 36, of course, the two numbers, if multiplied, is equal to 36 is 1 and 36. These are the factors, the first factors. The second factors is 2 and 2 multiplied by 18. 2 multiplied by 18 is also equal to 36. So 2 and 18 are factors of the number 36. Next is 3. 3 and 12. 3 times 12 is 36 also. And then 3 and 4 and, if multiplied by 9, 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, 4 times 9 is 36. And then, what else? 4, 6, 49. 3 times 4, 9. Okay, that's it. 2 times 12, 2 times 18, 36. 3 times 12 is, and 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, so therefore the GCF, or the greatest common factor, what are the numbers common to 18 and 36? Obviously 18, which is the greatest common factors. 18 are common to both numbers, common to 18 and 36, and that is the GCF 18. That 18. So the answer is letter A. The second method, if you want to see the second method, method number 2, is using prime factorization. So second method is prime factorization, and we can use that, for example, for 18. 9 times 2 is 18, and 2 is already a prime factor, and 3 times 3 is 9. So we encircle 3 and 3. We encircle the number, that means it's already a prime numbers, and we need to close it. And then 36. 36 is 9 times 4. 36. And again, 9 is still factorable. 3 times 3 is 9. Then we close. It's already 3 and 3 is a prime factor. 4, 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 is a prime factor. Okay, so therefore, the GCF, or the greatest common factor of these two numbers, will be 18. So for 18, we just have to write the factors 2 and 3. 3 squared. 2 and 3 squared. And 36. 36 is 2. How many number 2's? 2. So we just raise the 2 to the second power, because there are 2 number 2's. And then 3, there are 2 3's, so 3 raised to 2. So therefore, the GCF, for GCF, note, I have a note here. In order to get the GCF using method 2, take note, use the lowest. Use the lowest exponent that appears on the common factor, then multiply. Lowest common factor. So in this case, for 18, the lowest common factor is, so to get the GCF, for 18, the lowest common factor is, the lowest exponent is 2. 2 is actually has a 1 as an exponent, so this is the lowest exponent, so we need to consider that one. Then in 36, the lowest common factor or lowest exponent is the lowest exponent is 2 also, 2. 2 raised to by the way, let us rewrite again. Let us erase. Oh, why it's not erasing? Erase. So the GCF is the greatest common factor. Use the lowest exponent that appears on the common factors. In the common factors for 2, for 18 and 36 is 2, but we need to consider the lowest. So 2 and the lowest exponent is 1, so this one, and then we need to multiply. The second common factor is 3. The second common factor is 3, but the lowest exponent is the same. The lowest exponent is 2. So we just have to consider 3 as another common factor. Common factors or common factor of the two numbers. And then the lowest exponent is 2. So therefore the GCF is equal to, just multiply. 2 raised to 1 is 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 2 is 9. So therefore the GCF is 2 times 9 is 18. Letter A. So we have the same answer. The GCF using listing method is 18. And method 2 prime factorization, our answer is also 18. So therefore the answer is 18. In problem number 52. Alright, so number 56, what is 202 multiplied by 0? So it's very easy. Number 53 is just a multiplication of whole number. 202 multiplied by 0.03. So 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 0 is 0, 2 times 3 is 6, and then 0, 0 and 0, 0, then add 6, 0, 6, then no need to write. And then since we have two decimal places, just move decimal place from right to left. So therefore the answer is 6.06. So the answer is letter, where is that number? Letter B. The answer is letter B. Letter B. Right, so number 54. We are now in number 54. Number 54. Number 54, a housewife deposited 150,000 at 6% compounded annually for 5 years. What is the amount in 5 years? So this is a compound interest problem. So I want to show you. I will review. So one of the common problems that you might be encountering in board exam is the simple interest and compound interest. What is this compound interest? So because number 54 is related to compound interest because it says it's compounded annually. So therefore we need to use compound interest formula. What is compound interest? I'm going to be showing you. Okay, let us have some discussion. A compound interest it's not okay. Yeah. A compound interest, both the principal and the interest earned interest. Meaning to say, if you have a principal value, let's say 200, and interest earned on that principal will be added. So in other words, this is an interest on top of the interest. So if you borrowed money, let's say 200, let's have an example. For example, I borrowed money, peso, 200, okay? And I will pay the interest at 10% interest for 1 year. So that means annually. So what will be the compound interest of this money I borrowed? So the compound interest will be $200 plus 200 multiplied by 0.1. This is the interest. So this is equal to, this is the principal plus the principal with interest. 200 multiplied by 0.1 will be 22. Or 20, sorry, 20. So therefore, after 1 year, the 200 will become 200 plus 20 is 220 compounded interest. The compound interest now, for example, if I'm going to pay for another year, what will be the amount for another year? So definitely it will be compounded. So for another year, it will become 220 plus 220 multiplied by 0.1. And this will become 220 plus 220 times 0.1 is 22. So this will become 242. So these are the example of compound interest. The interest is being compounded every it depends on the number of year, the period that a certain borrower could be able to pay. Okay, so the formula for compound interest is actually expressed in this simple formula. F is equals to P multiplied by 1 plus I quantity N. Okay, so where F is the future worth at the end of the period. So this is the future worth of your money. And P will be the present worth or the principal. And N is the period or the number of years your money will be paid. And I is the compound interest. This formula is used only if the period is annually. That means per year, annual. Okay? This is only applicable if your N is 1 year, for 1 year, or the interest is being paid annually. So that is the only way we can use this formula. That is the only time, that's the time we can only apply this formula if the given problem is to be paid annually. Okay? Now, if the payment will be done not annually but within the payment is staggered within a duration of 1 year, this formula will change. For example, you have a period of 1 year, and within the period of 1 year, the interest is compounded within that year. So there are several interests happen before the 1 year will be finished. And on that case, we will be introducing nominal rate of interest, because nominal rate of interest specifies the rate of interest and a number of interest period in 1 year. Specifies the rate of interest and a number of interest periods in 1 year. So that means within that year, there is a nominal rate of interest to be occurring within the period of 1 year. And that nominal rate of interest will be expressed in terms of I is equals to R over N. So I here, which is compound interest rate, will change, because this I here is only for annually, but if there is a payment of nominal rate of interest, I will become R over M, where M is the number of compounding period. When we say compounding period, there are interest that is compounding within the period of 1 year, and that is called the compounding period M. And R is the nominal interest rate within that compounding period. I is the rate of interest per interest period. This one, per interest period. But in this case, if the payment is not made annually, this formula will becomes like this. I will be substituted to R over M. So therefore, the formula becomes F is equals to P over P multiplied by 1 plus R is equal divided by M multiplied by, we need to multiply the compound period in the exponent M times N. This is the original. This is the original future word formula, which is annually. Replace I with R over M and then multiply N by M. And this will be our compound interest paid with a nominal interest rate. And take note, when you see in the problem annually, where M, this is refers to M, or the compounding period, number of compounding period, annually means your M is equal to 1, which is the number of compounding period. When you see in the problem semi-annually, your M is equal to 2. Quarterly, that means your M is equals to 4. Bi-monthly, your M is equals to 6. And if you see in the problem monthly, the compounding period will be 12. So these are the formulas that you have to remember when it comes to compound interest. Because if in a simple interest, it's very easy. But in compound interest, it's compounding an interest on top of the interest. All right? So again, these are the formulas before we can be able to answer number 54 of the problem. Problem number 54. So the problem number 54 is, so we need to very difficult to control. Right. Oops. All right. So number 54. We'll control here. Number 54. A housewife deposited let's close this one. Number 54 will be, let's try to, as I said a while ago, this is a compound interest problem. Let us try to write the given. A housewife deposited 150,000. What is 150,000? Deposited, that means that is your P. Is equals to 150,000 pesos. At 6% compounded annually for 5 years. So your N is equals to 5 years. And your interest rate I, since this is compounded annually and this is a compound interest problem, your I will be is equal to nominal rate over M, where R, your R here is equal to, this is the R, 6%. Divide by what is our M? Our M is compounded annually. Annually, that means 1 year. 1. What is the amount in 5 years? So the same. 5 years. So what is the amount in 5 years? So this is equal to 0.06 divided by 1. So our I here is equal to 0.06. So what will be our formula? F is equal to P multiplied by 1 this is annually, so that means we can also write I as is equal to the 6%. So we can use the first formula, which is equal to I times N, because M is 1 also. So therefore, if we're going to substitute the given, P is equals to 150,000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.606 raised to 5. So F is equal to let's use our calculator. Let's use this one. One plus 0.06 close parenthesis. Let us use and then 5. K is equal to 1.3 multiplied by 150,000 1, 2, 3 is equals to 200,733.84 pesos. This is pesos. That will be our answer. Letter A, 200,733.84. Letter A. Okay. Let's proceed. 55. Number 55. Number 55 is the same. 55, in how many years will in how many years will 50,000 pesos grow to 60,000 pesos if it is invested at 6% compounded monthly? Compounded monthly. So again, this is an example of compound interest problem. In how many years? So if we're going to answer this one, having problem with this. Let's try to answer number 55. In how many number 55. And let us try to write the given. The given is in how many years will 50,000. So that means that is your P. P is equals to 50,000 pesos, and our F is 60,000 pesos. Because in how many years will 50 pesos grow? That means this is your principal. Grow 2. The keyword here is 2. That means 60,000 is your future worth or your F. If it is invested at 6%, what is our 6%? Is it I or R? Definitely this is R. Because this is compounded monthly. So R is our 0.6%. Or 6%, and then compounded month. Our M is compounded monthly, so our M is 12. Okay, so what will be our formula? Our formula will be F is equals to P1 plus R over M times N. Alright? Then, because we have a nominal rate interest, so therefore, since F is given, F is 60,000. Just divide this by, or simply P is 50,000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.06 over 12 and 12 multiplied by N. Okay, so divide both sides by 50 so that the 50,000 on the right will cancel out. Cancel out. It will become 60,000 divided by 50,000 is equals to, we can actually cancel all the zeros here. Becomes 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12 over 12 n. Okay. Now, if we're going to divide 6 divided by 5, 6 divided by 5 is 6 over 5 is actually equal to 1.2. Is equal to 0.6 anyway, to make it is 0.6, so 1 plus 0.6 is actually 0.005. Okay, 12 raised to n. So therefore 1.2 is equals to 1.005 12 raised to n. How can we, from this equation, how we can solve n? we need to apply get log of both sides. So if we get the logarithm of both sides, ln of 1.2 is equals to ln of 1.005 12n. From the power rule of natural logarithm, ln of 1.2, this power will become 12n multiplied by ln of 1.005. Then dividing both sides by ln of 1.005. If you're going to divide that one, ln 0.005, this will cancel out. The remaining will be what is the ln of natural log of 1.2 divided by natural logarithm of 1.005 is equal to 5554 12n. Then divide both sides by 12. The value of n now is equal to 36 divided by 12. The answer is wait. Let us try again. Ln 1.2 divided by natural log of 1.005 is equal to, and then divide by 12. The answer is 3.04, or approximately is equals to 3.05. Letter B. The answer is letter B. Okay? Okay, number 56. We are now done. Number 56. Number 56 is solid geometry. Number 56, a path cutting diagonally across a rectangular lot. So if we have a rectangular lot, this one, and there's a cutting diagonally, okay, across a rectangular lot is 13 meters long. So this is the cutting diagonally 13 meters long. If one side of the path is 12 meters long, one side, how long is the shorter side? So if this is what is being asked, this is the shorter side, this will be the 12 meters. So by considering this triangle, okay, this is right triangle, considering using Pythagorean theorem, Pythagorean. So let's say this is y, this is z, and this is x. So from the Pythagorean theorem, z is where the longest, the hypotenuse is equals to adjacent x squared plus opposite. So substituting the value of z, which is equal to 13 squared, is equals to x is 12 squared plus, this is what we are looking for, the shorter leg. So 13 is equal to actually 100, or let's transpose. Let's transpose the 13 squared, transpose 12 squared. It will become negative if we transport to the next, to the left side. So therefore, y squared is equals to, this is 169, 13 squared minus 144. So therefore, y squared is equals to 169 minus 144 is actually 25. Squaring both sides, y is equals to 5 meters. Why meters? Because the other meters will be cancelled out, because this one is actually square root of 25 meters squared. 25 multiplied by square root of m squared. 5, this cancel out, that's why this is 5 meters now. So the answer is letter D, 5 meters, letter D. Right, so let's proceed, number 57. Number 57. Find the equation of the line. So this is geometry. Find the equation of the line with slope 2 and passing through the point. So we have a given slope which is equal to 2. And then we have the given point P, which is 3 and negative 1. We call it x1 and y1. So we call this x1 and y1. Alright, so we are asked to find the equation of the line. So using the formula, we have the equation of the line formula, We have 50, number 57. We all know that we have a equation of the line. We are asked to find the equation of the line. So since we have given slope and points, we use the point and slope form. From our geometry, there is a point and slope form which is written as y minus y1 is equals to m multiplied by x minus x1. This is the point slope form. Y minus y1 m multiplied by x minus x1. So substituting the given value is y minus, what is y1? Y1 is negative 1. Negative 1. And our slope is 2. Excuse me. Is 2 multiplied by x minus our x is 3. Okay, so simplify and put it in its standard form, because in the given choices, this is a standard form of equation of the line. So let us simplify and then put it in a standard form. Let us simplify. Negative times negative, this is x plus 1, y plus 1 is equal to, distribute, 2x minus 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Alright, so let us put it in standard form. We all know that the standard form of line is ax plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Let us put the answer in standard form. So how we can put it? So just make it 2x. Let us transpose this to the right, so it becomes 2x minus y minus 1 minus 6 is equals to 0. So 2x minus y minus 7 is equals to 0. So therefore the answer in standard form is equal to 2x minus y minus 7, letter D. 2x minus 1 minus 1 is equals to 0, letter D. The answer is letter D. Okay, so 57. Number 58. We are almost done. Number 58. Number 58. A 25 hectares farm land produces 350 kabans of palay. How many kabans can 60 hectares land produce? So this is a simple ratio and proportion. It says there at 25, so at 25 hectares produce, let's say this is produce 350 kabans of rice. Okay, 350 kabans of rice. How many kabans of 60 hectares? So if we have 60 hectares, how many kabans? So that means let X the kabans of rice if we have 60 hectares, because in 25 hectares it produces 350 kabans of rice. In 60 hectares, how much kaban of rice will be produced? So this is a simple ratio and proportion. So we'll just write the given as 25 is to 350 is equals to 60 is to X. So to find the value of X, which is the number of kabans in 60 hectares, just multiply it. 25x 60 multiplied by 350. Okay, so this is equal to 25x is equals to 60 times 350 is 21,000. So 21,000. So just divide both sides by 25, sorry. So the number of kabans in 60 hectares will be 21,000 divided by 25. This is going to be 840 kabans of rice. This is just a simple ratio and proportion. You just have to analyze the problem. 840, so this is letter B. All right. And number 59. 59 is very easy. Which of these has a value different from the other? So among the choices, which is different? 12 divided by 18, if you're going to 75% and 0.75 are the same. What about 15 and 20? 15 and 20. Let us try to simplify. 3 times 5 over 4 multiplied by 5. So 5 cancel out. 3/4 is also equal to or 0.75, which is also equal to letter D and C. So therefore, 12 and 18 is the answer, because 12 and 18, if you're going to simplify this one, 2 times 3, 6 times 2, 12. So 3 at 2 times 3, 6 times 3, 18. This is 2/3. 2/3 is different from the 3 choices. So the answer is letter A. So it's simple. And last is number 61. 60. Sorry. Where's 60? 60 is still here. Number 60. Number 60. Oh, this is a trigonometry problem. A 3 feet high tree casts a shadow 4 feet. So if we have a tree, let's say we're drawing a tree. Cast a shadow. So, for example, this is the shadow of the tree. Cast a shadow 4 feet long at 3 feet high, so this is 3 feet. Another tree casts a shadow, so if there's another tree, (24 feet), so that means this is little bigger. 3 because it casts a shadow of 24 feet. If the heights and shadow are in proportions, so this is in proportion. So this is actually a triangle, similar triangle problem. Similar triangle. So in order to get the height of the second tree, we can use a ratio and proportion here. Three feet is to 4 feet, as let's say that is the height of the tree is to 24 feet. Let's say this is the y. So what will be the value of y? Y is equals to 4 feet, 3 feet multiplied by 24 feet. So y is equals to 3 multiplied by 24 4 feet. The value of y is equals to 24 multiplied by 3 is 72 divided by 4, which is equal to 18 feet. The value of y is equal to 18. Letter D. The answer is letter D. So this is a trigonometry similar triangle formula. Okay, that's it. So we finished another 10 questions from 120 questions multiple choice, which is given in the previous board exam of a licensure exam for teachers. So see you on my next video, which is the part 7 now. So once again, I hope you learned something. You recall some of the formulas given in this problem. If you notice, we have compound interest. We encounter compound interest problem, basic trigonometry, analytic geometry, which is the equation of the line. So we just, at least you have an idea of what to be given in the board exam. So you just have to review just add an additional review on what is being covered in this 51 to 60 questions. So once again, see you on my next series, and thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe in my YouTube channel, and then hit the notification bell so that you will be updated for my future uploads. So once again, thank you so much, and God bless us all. See you on my next. Okay, that's all for this series, part number 6 or part 6 of this series. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you on my next series, which is part 7. So we've done with question number 51 up to 60, and remember, we need to finish 120 questions because this is total of 120 question of multiple choice given in licensure examination and the previous board exam. We never know that if these questions might be given again, so much better you expect the unexpected and go throughout the questionnaires so that you will be able to refresh while you are if you are currently reviewing for or preparing for licensure exam for teachers. So see you on my next series. Bye bye. Thank you so much and God blessed.